Why people don't just dispose of haunted items or burn them in a fire is beyond me. It seems like a rather quick fix to a terrifying problem that would avoid a lot of pointless hauntings and curses. To be fair, some of the most haunted items are ancient relics, priceless gems, or timeless pieces of art. These things you can't simply get rid of, so you need to lock them away. The question is, do we lock these haunted relics away to protect them from the world or to protect the world from them? So here are the top 5 most haunted items currently locked away, part 2. Let's jump in. In at number 5 we have the Hope Diamond. Encrusted in this 45 carat dark greyish blue diamond is said to be an extremely deadly curse. It's absolutely beautiful and the name inspires warm fuzzy feelings, but its checkered past makes you question why it's called the Hope Diamond at all. The brilliant cushion cut stone is surrounded by a pendant comprising 16 white diamonds and a chain with 45. It's fit for a king, probably because it used to belong to one. But before King Louis XIV of France got his royal hands on it, it apparently came from a mine in India. For many years there was speculation that the incredible diamond was stolen from the eye of a Hindu statue, Indiana Jones style. It was said that the man who stole it was torn to pieces by dogs. There's no solid evidence of this, but the story of a deadly curse that plagued the diamond's owner certainly stuck. Over the years it was stolen, sold, recut, and did a lot of owner hopping. One thing apparently kept happening, however: people associated with the Hope Diamond would die. King Louis died of gangrene, and all of his legitimate children but one died in childhood. Marie Antoinette allegedly wore it, and we all know what happened to her. A man named Wilhelm Fors recut it in the 1800s, and his son ended up murdering him. More owner hopping and more death occurred until American jeweler Harry Winston purchased it and donated the diamond, probably out of the kindness of his heart, or possibly because it was haunted. Is the diamond actually haunted and cursed by the Hindu idol it was stolen from? Who knows. Today the Hope Diamond and its lavish setting, worth over $350 million by the way, is locked up at the Smithsonian behind bulletproof glass. Thanks to its casing, the curse seems to have died down, for now anyway. In at 4 we have the Rain Woman. I don't know why anyone would want to own this piece of art strictly because of how creepy it is. Seriously, it's so uncomfortable to look at. The Rain Woman was painted by Ukrainian artist Svetlana Telets, and how this painting came about is unnerving to say the least. The artist apparently always felt like something or someone was always with her, just silently watching over her. One day, sitting in front of a blank canvas, Svetlana had the sudden urge to draw a woman, as if someone was guiding her hand. She said that the contours of her face, the shades, the colours, everything, she could see every little detail. The haunted painting was then put on the market and sold, but kept being returned by the different buyers. The first lady to purchase the Rain Woman promptly returned it, stating that she felt like there was someone else in her apartment with her. Buyer number 2 followed suit, complaining of a shadow woman at night tormenting him and driving him to the edge of madness. The third buyer, a self-proclaimed skeptic, also returned it after seeing a lady with white eyes everywhere. Haunted or not, this painting is certainly creepy and not something I'd want hanging in my house. In at number 3 we have Thomas Busby's Stoop chair. Okay, so technically this haunted item isn't locked away per se, but simply hung up high in a museum in the UK to avoid any more deaths. Don't worry, I'll explain. The death chair is said to be plagued by a 300-year-old curse bestowed upon it by murderer Thomas Busby. In 1702, Busby brutally murdered his father-in-law for apparently sitting in his favourite chair without permission. He was convicted and sentenced to death, but before his final moments, he was granted a last wish. Of course, he chose to have a drink in his favourite chair. According to local legend, he said minutes before his execution, "Death shall come swiftly to anyone that dares to sit in my chair." Death came to him as he was promptly hanged, but it also came to those he wished it upon. For years, people who dared to sit in Busby's death chair would meet a grim fate. A chimney sweeper, numerous World War II soldiers, and a man staying at the Busby Stoop Inn are all among the victims of this centuries-old hex, but trust me, there are more. Tired of accidents being linked to Thomas Busby's oak chair, it was donated to a museum where it still is today. Rather than locking away the historic relic altogether, they decided to hang it high on the wall so that no one would ever suffer from it again. Coming in at number 2, we have the woman from Lemb statue. Dubbed the goddess of death, the woman from Lemb statue is said to be a depiction of a fertility goddess. So how did it go from a goddess said to bring life to one that takes it away? Well, you can thank another deadly curse for that. This ancient haunted relic was unearthed in 1878 in Lemb, Cyprus, but its origins are much older than that, dating back to around 3500 BCE. The statue was carved from pure limestone, which has an interesting tie to the supernatural. Experts in the paranormal community believe that limestone is deeply connected to paranormal activity. The story of the alleged curse on this statue comes from the 4 families who previously owned it, all of which met an untimely fate. After the first man acquired the statue, all 7 members of his family died within 6 years. The second man had a similar experience, with his entire family dying within 4 years. This unfortunate pattern continued, and then the third family to own it died within 4 years as well. The woman from the Lemb disappeared for a while until the 4th and final family suffered at the hands of it. Sir Alan Biverbrook, alongside his wife and 2 daughters, passed away. His 2 surviving sons donated the statue to the Royal Scottish Museum. The woman from the Lemb remains today behind protective glass at that very museum. And finally, in at number 1, we have the Anguished Man. Is anyone really surprised that this piece of art is haunted? The Anguished Man, an oil painting created by an unknown artist, is rivaled by the likes of Annabelle and the Dybbuk box for the most haunted item in the world. Story goes that the artist who created the horrifying piece actually mixed his own blood into the paint. Shortly after finishing the painting, he took his own life. The current owner, Sean Robinson, says that his grandma gave it to him with the warning that it is extremely dangerous. Ripe with paranormal activity, the painting is believed to be the source of a string of traumatic experiences for Sean and his family when they had it stored in their home. Sean would wake up to see a faceless figure standing in his bedroom, and his wife once woke up to something lying in bed with her. But the final straw was when their son was violently pushed down the stairs. Sean began posting videos of their paranormal activity online and garnered tons of attention. Rumors that this haunted painting was up for sale circulated the internet a few years back. Thankfully, this couldn't be further from the truth, as the Anguished Man is still securely locked away to protect the world from its horrors. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with that list? What haunted item scares you the most? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 3. Before I go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from one of our last videos. Top 5 haunted items you need to pray before touching. Kira_Kun said, Lucy's got balls of steel taunting these spirits. Facts. If I had balls, they'd be large and in charge, like the rest of me. But yeah, I do have balls of steel. It's like I don't believe in this, you know? Come for me. No ghost has come for me yet. Maybe one day, with all the right moves. Did you do that? No, you did that. Did you do that? That actually really freaked me out. Can you control the lights from over there? Oh, Chris is a bad liar. I was like, wow, I've really done it now. I was like, after all this time, the ghosts are here. They're like, that's the line, Lucy. We're f***ing with you. I didn't know you could control the lights from over there. That actually was quite scary. Ambient Lucas said, I don't pray, I just scream into the void, hoping this life means more than what it actually is. I mean, that's just facts, don't we all? I mean, life is really nothing at the end of the day. We're all just specks on a rock, floating around in space, which is big, big, big. Like, just look at that video online where it's like zooms out of our solar system into another, out, and we're nothing. Like, we're just nothing. So that kind of makes people either feel better or worse about life. At the end of the day, nothing matters. So why do you give a shit, you know? Nothing matters. We're dust. Chris Evans said, please don't invite spirits into your life, it never ends well. Well, too bad, I already did it. I did. They're here. They're my friends. They're here right now. Right here. We're holding hands. Tommy Roos said, looking amazing, hair so long. Thanks, Tommy. I did just get it cut recently, so it's not that long. Unless you were watching an old vid? No, that was a newer vid. Is my hair that long? This is short to me. Before it was down here. That's long. I don't think I'd look good any shorter. Although I did try. Just gotta stay like this. And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And until next time, I'll see you later. because it used to belong to one. But before 10, and then what is that, 4? I think 14. I think it's 14. Oh, I think it's 14. If I'm wrong, I think it's 14. X1V. XIV.
XIV?
Yeah, XIV. I think it's 14. Yes! Got it right. Sick. Sick.